How receptive are you to constructive criticism? Do you utilize them well, or do you just dismiss them when somebody gives it to you? Let's discuss. Hello and welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Ola and this is my weekly blog. This is my space where I slow things down a bit, talk about life as it's happening, and reflect on the world around us. Real conversations once a week. Let's get into it. What a week. It was a good week. The groove of things are starting to come back together. Still occasionally checking in to make sure I'm not losing myself in the autopilot of things again. So every now and then when I see that I'm in this motion of doing things, I check in to make sure I'm still present. Slowly, gradually, I'm understanding what I need to take care of. Life is moving along the way it's supposed to. Resolving what needs to be resolved right away. Analyzing what needs to be on the to-do list and focusing on the tasks at hand. Personally, the week was as expected. I'm back to normal routine. Waking up in the morning, making sure I get my physical exercises in, get my mind ready, checking in with myself, not just focusing on the external factors of life, but also focusing internally to make sure everything, including my nervous system, are operating the way they're supposed to. Professionally, things are starting to move along. The day-to-day tasks, process routine, the repetition of the processes is making me understand and gain the knowledge I need to execute what they've hired me to do. However, this week, there was a little bit of a wrench thrown into things. There was a little bit of a challenge. The management team wanted to see the new team's knowledge of the products, the services, what our role is going to be, and how we are coming along and understanding that. Needless to say, it wasn't as up to par as I would like as far as for my performance in that process. Acknowledging that and getting the right feedback to make the necessary adjustments. The good takeaway from it is I was able to take the appropriate notes, understanding what they're looking for as far as for the management team in my role. That was a good exercise. Initially, when you're in it and your nervous system is all over the place because you don't know how to take the point of the exercise, you feel away. You start having different thoughts, but the quicker you gain control of those thoughts, analyze and understand that yes, this process I'm in right now takes time. I'm in a new industry. I'm trying to learn their process. I'm trying to learn their product. The line of questioning that was presented to me gave me an idea of how to now start approaching every information passed down to me by the senior team members that has been doing this for a while. Those are the kind of feedback that I take to make improvement in my life. There's some criticism people give you sometimes that is like, okay, but what is the point of that? And then there's some like this one. Initially, if you look at it at face value, it was very challenging. It's very easy for your ego to hold on to it in a negative way. But on the positive side, I was able to take note, understand what it is that they're asking of me, and making the necessary adjustment needed to be able to excel at this new role. And finally, paying attention to the world without sinking into it. Occasionally, I'll tap in just to make sure I'm aware of what is going on in the world. I'm mindful of how I move about. The only thing I can control through this whole process is how I navigate through it. I was paying attention to be able to identify the potential impact of the noise in my life and look for opportunities to be grounded in my community if possible. If any part of this connected with you, I'm glad you're here. I want this space to be a place where you can pull up a chair, breathe, and reflect. If that sounds like something you want to be a part of, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and walk through 2026 with me, not as a spectator, but as people figuring life out loud together. If you have any questions, comments, or experience, I do read the comment section. And until next week, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.